Freddie Mercury was a British singer-songwriter and Queen frontman, best known for his operatic voice and hits like Bohemian Rhapsody. He's shown in Live Aid, delivering an iconic 20-minute set. He passed away on November 24, 1991, at age 45 from AIDS. Rock Hudson was a Hollywood icon famed for romantic comedies with Doris Day and Oscar-nominated role in Giant. A top 1950s-60s star, he later led TV's McMillan and Wife. He died October 2, 1985 at 59 from AIDS. Liberace was an American pianist and flamboyant entertainer, famed for candelabra-topped pianos, lavish costumes, and TV hits like The Liberace Show. A 1950s superstar, he sold out Vegas. He died February 4, 1987 at 67 from AIDS. Eazy-E was an American rapper, NWA founder, and Ruthless Records boss, famed for gangster rap anthems like Boys in the Hood and Straight Outta Compton. A 1980s West Coast icon, he went solo with Easy Does It. He died March 26, 1995 at 30 from AIDS. Anthony Perkins was an American actor, best known as Norman Bates in Hitchcock's Psycho. Oscar-nominated, he starred in films and Broadway. He died September 12, 1992 at 60 from AIDS-related pneumonia. Rudolf Nureyev was a Soviet-born ballet dancer and choreographer famed for dramatic leaps, defection to the West, and partnerships with Margot Fonteyn. A 1960s-80s superstar, he directed Paris Opera Ballet. He died on January 6, 1993 at 54 from AIDS. Keith Haring was an American artist and social activist, renowned for his vibrant graffiti-style pop art in New York subways and murals addressing AIDS and apartheid. A 1980s icon, he died February 16, 1990, at 31 from AIDS-related complications. Gia Karanji was an American supermodel, considered the first supermodel, famous for her edgy looks on Vogue and Cosmopolitan covers in the late 1970s. Struggling with addiction, she died November 18, 1986, at 26, from AIDS-related complications. Halston was an American fashion designer, iconic for his minimalist luxury designs in the 1970s disco era, dressing celebrities like Liza Minnelli and Jackie Kennedy. He died March 26, 1990, at 57 from AIDS-related cancer. Alvin Ailey was an American dancer and choreographer, founder of the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater, famed for masterpieces like Revelations, fusing modern dance with African-American culture. A 1950s-80s trailblazer, he died December 1, 1989 at 58 from AIDS-related illness.
Sylvester was an American singer-songwriter and disco icon, known for falsetto hits like You Make Me Feel, Mighty Real, and Do You Wanna Funk. A 1970s-80s queer pioneer, he died December 16, 1988, at 41 from AIDS complications. Robert Reed was an American actor, best known as Mike Brady on the Brady Bunch TV series and films like The Defenders. A 1950s to 90s star, he died May 12, 1992, at 59 from AIDS-related colon cancer. Amanda Blake was an American actress iconic as Miss Kitty Russell on Gunsmoke for 19 seasons. A 1950s to 80s TV staple, she died August 16, 1989 at 60 from AIDS complications. Isaac Asimov was an American writer and biochemistry professor, prolific sci-fi author of Foundation series and I, Robot, with over 500 books. A 1940s to 90s legend, he died April 6, 1992 at 72 from AIDS contracted via blood transfusion. Fela Kuti was a Nigerian musician and activist, pioneer of Afrobeat with politically charged albums like Zombie, criticizing military regimes. A 1970s to 90s icon with over 50 records, he died August 2, 1997 at 58 from AIDS-related complications. Ofra Haza was an Israeli singer-songwriter and actress, famed for blending Yemenite traditions with pop in global hits like Im Ninalo. A 1980s to 90s star voicing in The Prince of Egypt, she died February 23, 2000 at 42 from AIDS complications. Derek Jarman was a British artist and filmmaker, known for avant-garde films like Caravaggio and Blue, plus queer activism and gardening at Prospect Cottage. A 1970s to 90s visionary, he died February 19, 1994 at 52 from AIDS-related illness. Brad Davis was an American actor, acclaimed for his role in Midnight Express, earning a Golden Globe, and films like Corel. A 1970s to 80s talent battling addiction, he died September 8, 1991 at 41 by assisted suicide from AIDS. Peter Allen was an Australian singer, songwriter, and musician, famed for flamboyant performances and Oscar-winning Arthur's Theme, plus hits like I Go to Rio. A 1970s to 90s entertainer, he died June 18, 1992 at 48 from AIDS-related cancer. Ryan White was an American teenager from Kokomo, Indiana, hemophiliac who contracted AIDS via blood transfusion, becoming a national advocate against stigma after school expulsion. A 1980s symbol of innocence, he died April 8, 1990 at 18 from AIDS complications.
Pedro Zamora was a Cuban-American educator and reality TV star, openly HIV positive on MTV's The Real World San Francisco, teaching youth about safe sex and tolerance. A 1990s activist, he died November 11, 1994 at 22 from AIDS-related illness. Elizabeth Glazier was an American children's author and AIDS activist, contracted HIV via 1981 blood transfusion during childbirth, founding the Pediatric AIDS Foundation. Mother of child actor Ariel, she died December 3, 1994 at 47 from AIDS. Steve Rubell was an American entrepreneur, co-founder of Studio 54, the legendary 1970s New York disco nightclub hosting celebrities and excess. A nightlife king, he died July 25, 1989 at 45 from AIDS-related hepatitis and septic shock. Denholm Elliott was a British actor, acclaimed for roles in Raiders of the Lost Ark, A Room with a View, BAFTA winner, and Trading Places. A 1940s-90s character star, he died October 6, 1992 at 70 from AIDS-related tuberculosis. Michael Jeter was an American actor, Emmy winner for Evening Shade as Herman Styles, with roles in The Green Mile and Sesame Street. A 1980s-2000s talent, he died March 30, 2003 at 50 from an epileptic seizure. Tom Fogerty was an American musician, rhythm guitarist for Creedence Clearwater Revival with hits like Proud Mary, later solo albums. A 1960s-80s rock pioneer, he died September 6, 1990 at 48 from AIDS-related tuberculosis. Lance Loud was an American TV personality, star of PBS's An American Family, early reality TV icon, and gay advocate in Interview magazine. A 1970s-2000s figure, he died December 22, 2001 at 50 from liver failure due to hepatitis C and HIV. Cazuza was a Brazilian singer-songwriter, frontman of Barão Vermelho with poetic rock hits like Exagerado, openly living with AIDS. A 1980s icon, he died July 7, 1990 at 32 from AIDS-related septic shock.
Hector Lavoe was a Puerto Rican singer, salsa legend with Willie Colon and Fania All-Stars, famed for El Cantante and Mi Gente. A 1970s-80s star, he died June 29, 1993 at 46 from AIDS complications. Jermaine Stewart was an American singer, best known for his 1986 hit We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off from Frantic Romantic album. A 1980s R&B star, he died March 17, 1997 at 39 from AIDS-related liver cancer.
Dan Hartman was an American musician and multi-instrumentalist, famed for disco hits like Instant Replay and I Can Dream About You, plus producing for Edgar Winter Group. A 1970s-90s talent, he died March 22, 1994 at 43 from an AIDS-related brain tumor. Paul Jabara was an American actor and singer-songwriter, Oscar winner for writing Donna Summer's Last Dance and Barbra Streisand's No More Tears. A 1970s disco force, he died September 29, 1992 at 44 from AIDS complications. Ian Charleson was a Scottish stage actor and film star, acclaimed for portraying Eric Liddell in Chariots of Fire and Hamlet in theater. A 1970s-80s performer, he died January 6, 1990 at 40 from AIDS-related causes. Merritt Buttrick was an American actor known for Dr. David Marcus in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, and Star Trek III, The Search for Spock, plus TV's Square Pegs. A 1980s talent, he died March 17, 1989 at 29 from AIDS-related toxoplasmosis. Rene Enriquez was an American television actor, Nicaraguan-born, best known as Lieutenant Ray Cayetano in Hill Street Blues with roles in Bananas and Dream West. A 1970s-80s star, he died March 23, 1990 at 56 from AIDS complications. Kevin Peter Hall was an American actor, towering 7'2", iconic as the Predator alien in the sci-fi franchise, and Harry and the Hendersons. A 1980s monster role specialist, he died April 10, 1991 at 35 from AIDS-related complications via blood transfusion. Anthony Hamilton was an Australian actor and model, English-born, famed for replacing John Eric Hexam on Cover Up as Jack Stryker and Mission Impossible roles. A 1980s TV star and dancer, he died March 29, 1995 at 42 from AIDS-related pneumonia. Christopher Burnau was an American actor, best known as villain Alan Spaulding on Guiding Light and Philip Todd on Dark Shadows. A 1970s-80s soap opera icon, he died June 14, 1989 at 49 from a heart attack due to AIDS complications. Robin Crosby was an American guitarist, co-founder of glam metal band Rat, co-writing hits like Round and Round for multi-platinum albums. A 1980s rock star, he died June 6, 2002 at 42 from heroin overdose and AIDS complications. Brenda Fassie was a South African singer-songwriter and dancer, dubbed Madonna of the Townships for global hits like Weekend Special and Vulindela. A 1980s to 2000s pop icon, she died May 9, 2004 at 39 from cocaine overdose. Ray Gillen was an American singer, best known for fronting Badlands with hits like Dreams in the Dark and a brief mid-1980s stint with Black Sabbath on the Eternal Idol demos. A hard rock talent, he died December 1, 1993 at 34 from AIDS-related complications. Jimmy McShane was a Northern Irish singer, frontman of Italian band Baltimora, famed for the 1985 global hit Tarzan Boy from Living in the Background. A flamboyant 1980s pop icon, he died March 29, 1995 at 37 from AIDS-related illness. Alan Murphy was an English guitarist, acclaimed session player for Kate Bush on Hounds of Love, Go West, and Level 42's Staring at the Sun. A 1980s fusion and pop virtuoso, he died October 19, 1989 at 35 from AIDS-related pneumonia. Cookie Mueller was an American actress and writer, iconic in John Waters' films like Pink Flamingos as Cookie the Spy, plus columns for East Village Eye. A 1970s-80s underground muse, she died November 10, 1989, at 40 from AIDS-related pneumonia. Timothy Patrick Murphy was an American actor, best known as Mickey Trotter on Dallas from 1982-1983 and Sam's Son. A 1970s-80s TV staple, he died December 6, 1988, at 29 from AIDS. Tom McBride was an American photographer and model, famed for his Winston Mann ads and role as the wheelchair victim in Friday the 13th, Part 2. A 1980s beefcake icon, he died September 24, 1995, at 42 from AIDS complications. John Megna was an American actor, child star as Dill in To Kill a Mockingbird, with roles in Hush, Hush, Sweet Charlotte and Star Trek. A 1960s-90s performer, he died September 5, 1995, at 42 from AIDS-related complications. Stephen W. Burns was an American actor known for TV's 240 Robert as Deputy Brett Cueva and films like Herbie Does Bananas. A 1970s-80s talent, he died February 22, 1990, at 35 from AIDS contracted via blood transfusion. Sandra Brea was a Brazilian actress and model, sex symbol in porno chanchada films like A Mulher que Todos Querem and O Bem Dotado. A 1970s-80s star who publicly revealed her HIV status, she died May 4, 2000, at 47 from AIDS.
Thanks for watching and remembering these stars with us. See you in the next video as we honor more.